Another very hot day in that area. Temperature still into the mid 90s. It was in the triple digits there today. But the good news I have are the winds still coming in out of the south and west, anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles an hour for the most part. We've still had those gusts up to around 15 to 20 miles an hour, but overall the winds continue to come out of the south and west, and that's what is expected into the overnight hours. I just checked on humidity levels. We were into the teens when this fire started earlier today, but now the humidity is up to around 20%. Into the overnight hours, humidity will get as high as 68%, and overnight lows will get down into the 60s. So as we head into the nighttime hours, of course, these temperatures cool off, the humidity will be on the rise, and actually the winds will get a little bit lighter. Of course, when you have fires, they tend to generate their own weather, so that does kick up the winds a bit, but overall things are pretty stable weather-wise. Unfortunately, the temperatures are going to stay hot, so once again by tomorrow afternoon we'll be back into the triple digits. No lightning strikes in that area today, but we did have lightning strikes in this exact area yesterday, so that could be a possibility. I'll have more on the rest of your heat and your rain forecast coming up. Paul, back to you.
All right.
At all. And yesterday when we were seeing those lightning strikes, I really started to get worried about this happening. We saw plenty of lightning yesterday, none in the area that we have the brush fire today, but we did see lightning in that area yesterday, so you never know. It's been very hot now for 9 days straight, and of course besides those isolated thunderstorm cells, very dry, humidity very low today. The place to be over the last 9 days, of course, the coast. That's where the weather has been just absolutely beautiful. 70s and 80s out there, but everywhere else 90s and triple digits. We've had nice sunny skies today. Less activity as far as thunderstorms today, and that trend will continue over the next few days. All right, let's talk about fire conditions. Over the last few hours when I've been watching this area, conditions continue to improve in this area. Winds are now down about 5 miles an hour out of the south and west. So temperatures now, we went from triple digits now to the 90s, and of course temperatures will cool down and humidity will be on the rise into the overnight hours, where humidity could get as high as 60%. But looking at Doppler radar right now, seeing a few showers just to the northeast of Barstow, but that is about it. A lot less than yesterday. Most of that activity staying to our east, and it will continue to stay there over the next few days. And eastern and central portions of Riverside County still under that excessive heat warning until 9 o'clock tonight. Everywhere else it has been canceled. Temperatures right now though still very hot, triple digits San Bernardino and Riverside, but hard to believe much cooler today than it 106 by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. Paul, Sharon, back to you.
You know, Jackie, before you...
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be for the, when we say breaking, we're going from 109 a few days ago to 102 and then 106. But by next work week, so about a week away, that's when temperatures will slowly start to cool down. So I wish I had better news than this. But, you know, from the coast to the bay isn't nice, but just unbearable in the valleys.
Have we seen a change?
We have. The humidity earlier today was in the teens. When I first started checking, it was about 18%. Now it's in the 20s, so although it's still low, it's getting a little bit better. Temperatures have dropped from triple digits now into the 90s, which of course is still hot, but take a look at the winds. The winds, very important factor. They are very light coming in out of the south and west still, so at least they haven't shifted, which is another very good news, but winds are sustained at around 5 to 6 miles an hour. We have had gusts reported up to 20 miles an hour, but overall the winds are staying the same, and they are staying lighter. Humidity will continue to go up. Temperatures will be dropping into the overnight hours, but then hot again for tomorrow. Back to you. Today in Hemet, humidity was down to around 15% earlier today. Just about an hour or so ago, it was right around 18%, and now it is up to 20%. The good news is, as we head into the next few hours, as we head into the overnight hours even, humidity will continue to climb, and we could be as high as around 68% humidity-wise, and temperatures into the overnight hours will cool down into the 70s. So it is going to be cooler out there. The winds have stayed coming in out of the south and west. We didn't want to see the wind shift, so at least the winds have stayed in the same direction and gotten lighter, but those temperatures are still very warm into the 90s. Again, cooler and more humid into the overnight hours, which does help. However, tomorrow is going to be another hot day. Temperatures will be back into the triple digits, and humidity will be back into the teens by tomorrow afternoon. So again, evening, overnight hours, the weather continues to improve, but it is going to be a hot one out there tomorrow. And then the extended forecast, of course, has very hot temperatures by the weekend once again. So we'll keep a close eye on this, and we'll talk about the weather again at 6. Sharon, Paul.
All right, let's get right back up to Sky 2. This time